Even the best-shot horror films with the most intriguing concepts need to have a shock element, as seen by the success of the so-called raised horror genre, which was pioneered by production companies like A24. One thing is certain: watching a horror movie that isn't frightful will undoubtedly be boring. While some people prefer jump scares and others want more atmosphere, one thing is certain: both are undesirable. But don't worry, in today's video, we'll share with you the 10 most terrifying horror films. Prepare yourself to view the video. 10. August Underground. August Underground, a 2001 found-footage horror film from Toe Tag Productions, became one of the most divisive and avant-garde horror films of all time and gained a cult following for its extreme beyond extreme nature. Some horror fans can't get enough of this faux snuff gorefest, despite the fact that most casual viewers dislike the movie. Viewer discretion is strongly urged in light of this. 9. The Invisible Man. In the upcoming horror film, The Invisible Man, Cecilia, a victim of her violent husband Adrian, discovers that he may still exist, albeit in a different guise. This movie's opening sequence, in which Cecilia sneaks out of her mansion in the middle of the night so her husband won't find out, is particularly horrific. Fans will hold their breath as they watch her maneuver into the darkness while attempting to remain silent. 8. Sinister. It would be sufficient if the film only showed a family relocating to a home that was obviously haunted, but Ellison, the main character, could never have envisioned the horror that lay within its confines. It's quite tense to see him discover the details of the family that sadly perished while residing there. 7. Hellraiser. Famous horror author Clive Barker made his directorial debut with 1987's Hellraiser, another legendary horror film that is best known for its gruesome practical effects. The best horror film of all time follows the story of Frank Cotton, a man who, after seeking out the ultimate in pleasure, falls under the sway of the Cenobites, extraterrestrial beings who delight in cruel torture. 6. The Strangers. This horror film stands out among the others released in recent years for its realistic and unsettling vibe. It's simple for viewers of this scenario to become sidetracked, and the next time they're at home alone, they could wonder if it really could happen. The relationship between James and Kristen grabs viewers' attention in the film, which later turns into everyone's worst nightmare. 5. It Follows. It Follows from 2014 as a classic example of the new breed of sophisticated horror movies. It follows a group of friends who must cooperate to stop a supernatural, shape-shifting antagonist who stalks a target relentlessly, though the victim can pass the curse to another person through sexual activity. The movie It Follows seems to be one that people either love or loathe. 4. The Conjuring. The fact that Ed and Lorraine Warren actually looked into paranormal phenomena makes it unsettling to see some of the scariest horror films, which have a feeling of being based on actual events. The first installment of the Conjuring franchise, according to Reddit user Nenjoy, is the scariest movie they've ever watched because of the soundtrack and the eerie aura. 3. An American Werewolf in London. In order to bring their twisted fantasies to life, filmmakers had to rely on some rather cunning techniques long before advances in computer technology would transform special effects. With a memorable werewolf transformation scene that has remained a horror movie standard for more than 40 years, An American Werewolf in London is frequently cited as a benchmark in practical effects. 2. The Thing. Even if there have been some fantastic and original horror films recently, for many people, the classics are still the best sources of fright. This 1980s horror film has a terrifying creature, but what makes it unique is the way it is told. The fact that the monster may change forms makes it simple to think that anything could occur, which heightens the horror that viewers experience while watching this film. 1. The Exorcist. Even those who avoid watching horror films are familiar with the iconic sequence in which Regan's head rotates around in The Exorcist. That even merely imagining this scene can send shivers down someone's spine says a lot. This is the pinnacle of horror films, according to many people, and nothing else comes close. And that's it for today. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the notification bell for more updates.